If your phone keeps freezing, crashing, or taking forever to open apps, the problem is usually not the phone itself. Most of the time, it is overloaded storage, background apps, outdated software, hidden settings, or one broken app causing the whole device to slow down. The good news is, you do not always need a new phone to fix it. In this video, you will learn the simple checks and settings that can make your phone run smoother, stop random crashes, and help you find exactly what is causing the problem. Number 1. Find the real problem. When a phone keeps crashing, freezing, or running slow, the problem is usually not one single thing. It can happen because the storage is almost full. Too many apps are running in the background. The phone has not been restarted in a long time. One app is broken, the software is outdated, the battery is weak, or the phone is overheating. The first mistake people make is changing random settings before checking the basics. Start simple. Restart the phone completely, not just lock the screen. Turn it off, wait a few seconds, then turn it back on. A restart clears temporary problems in memory and stops apps that may be stuck in the background. After the restart, use the phone normally for a few minutes. Open the apps that usually crash. If the phone is already better, the issue may have been temporary. If it is still slow, check storage next. On Android, open Settings, then Storage. On iPhone, open Settings, General, then iPhone Storage. If the phone is almost full, it will struggle to open apps, save files, install updates, and manage temporary data. Try to keep at least several gigabytes free, and more if your phone has a lot of photos, videos, or large apps. Number 2. Free up space the right way. Do not start by deleting random files or using aggressive cleaner apps. Many cleaner apps promise to speed up the phone, but some of them add more ads, more background activity, and more notifications. The better method is to remove what you clearly do not need. Start with large videos, duplicate photos, old downloads, offline maps, unused games, and apps you have not opened in months. On messaging apps, check large media files, because videos and voice messages can quietly fill storage. If you use cloud storage, make sure your photos and videos are backed up before removing local copies. On Android, you can also clear the cache for specific apps. Go to Settings, Apps, choose the app, open Storage, and tap Clear Cache. Cache is temporary data, so clearing it can help when an app is slow or acting strange. Be careful with Clear Data or Reset App, because that can remove logins, settings, downloads, or saved information inside the app. On iPhone, you usually do not get the same cache button for every app. Instead, you can offload an app or delete and reinstall it. Offloading removes the app but keeps its documents and data, which can be useful when you want to save space without losing everything. Number 3. Update the system and the apps. A slow phone can also crash because the system and apps are not working well together. Open your phone settings and check for a system update. On Android, this is usually under System, Software Update, or About Phone. On iPhone, go to Settings, General, then Software Update. Before updating, connect to Wi-Fi, charge the phone, and make sure you have enough free storage. After that, update your apps. On Android, open the Play Store and update all important apps. On iPhone, open the App Store, go to your account, and update apps from there. This matters because app developers often fix crash problems in updates. If only one app keeps crashing, do not blame the whole phone immediately. Force close that app, update it, clear its cache if you are on Android, then try again. If it still crashes, uninstall and reinstall it. If the app started crashing after a recent app update, check whether other users are having the same issue and wait for the next patch if needed. But if several apps crash, the phone freezes on the home screen, and simple actions feel slow, then the problem is probably deeper than one app. Number 4. Turn off heavy background activity. Once storage and updates are checked, look at what is running in the background. Some apps constantly sync, track location, refresh feeds, upload files, or send notifications. One app doing this is normal. 10 apps doing it at the same time can make an older phone feel weak. On Android, open Settings, Apps, and check battery or background usage for apps that use too much power. You can restrict background battery use for apps you do not need all day. On iPhone, go to Settings, General, then Background App Refresh, and turn it off for apps that do not need to update when you are not using them. Also, check location settings. Apps like Maps need location when you use them, but many apps do not need constant access. Change unnecessary apps from always to while using, or turn location off for apps that do not need it. This can reduce battery drain, heat, and background load. Do not turn off important services blindly. Messaging, navigation, banking alerts, security apps, and health apps may need background access to work properly. The goal is not to disable everything. The goal is to stop apps that are wasting power and memory for no real benefit. Number 5. Check developer options and system tracing. On many Android phones, there is a hidden menu called Developer Options. It is made for developers and advanced testing, not for normal daily use. If Developer Options is not enabled on your phone, you do not need to turn it on just to fix speed. But if it is already enabled, it is worth checking one setting called System Tracing. System Tracing records system activity so developers can analyze performance later. That can be useful for testing, but it should not be running all the time on a normal phone. Open Settings, then Developer Options, and look for System Tracing. On some phones, it may be under the Debugging section. Open it and make sure tracing is not actively recording. If you see tracing categories or recording options turned on, turn them off unless you are intentionally testing something. This does not magically repair every phone, but if tracing or debugging features were left active, turning them off can reduce extra background work. Be careful here. Do not change random developer settings just because they sound powerful. Do not force unknown graphics options. Do not change system limits without knowing why, and do not disable things you do not understand. A safe extra step is reducing animations if the phone feels slow. On Android, animation scale settings can make the phone feel faster, but they do not fix crashes. They only change how fast menus and transitions appear. Number 6. Test, isolate, and reset only if needed. After each fix, test the phone instead of changing 10 things at once. Open the app that usually crashes, switch between a few apps, check whether typing is delayed, and see if the phone gets hot quickly. If the phone becomes slow only while charging, gaming, recording video, or sitting in direct heat, the issue may be temperature. Phones slow themselves down when they get too hot to protect the hardware. Remove a thick case, close heavy apps, stop charging for a while, and let the phone cool down. If the phone is older, also check battery health. On iPhone, go to Settings, Battery, then Battery Health. A weak battery can affect performance. On Android, battery health tools depend on the brand, but you can still check battery usage and look for apps draining power unusually fast. If you suspect a bad app on Android, use Safe Mode. Safe Mode starts the phone with third-party apps disabled. If the phone runs smoothly in Safe Mode, one of your installed apps is likely causing the problem. Restart normally, then remove recently installed apps one by one, especially cleaners, launchers, unknown APK files, battery boosters, and apps downloaded outside trusted stores. If nothing works, back up your important data before doing anything stronger. Try resetting network settings or all settings first. A factory reset should be the last step, because it removes your apps, accounts, files, and settings from the phone. If the phone still crashes after a clean reset with no extra apps installed, the issue may be hardware, old storage, weak battery, damaged memory, or a system problem that needs repair.